What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler, and welcome to a special She-Hulk review, episodes 3, 4, and 5, all together in one. Y'all clap that before we begin. Like, share, subscribe. If you like, leave a comment. If you don't like, leave a constructive comment. Why? Because constructive comments do help a brother grow, and I really do appreciate the Rock With Me Nation. I see we growing and everything like that, and I'm in a good mood. I should be. Georgia Bulldogs beat the tar out of South Carolina. I'm coming back with that video later on, special WGTV Sports breakdown review of the football game. But that ain't what this one is about. This one is about She-Hulk, episodes 3, 4, and 5. And honestly, I think we can get this done in pretty good time. So let's go. We start with She-Hulk, episode 3. Aside from still waiting on the comedy aspect, because I am still waiting on the comedy aspect, episode 3 was more of Dennis Bukowski. And I can't lie. I was like, why does his name sound familiar? Dennis, it's cause Kit Butowski. He's Daredevil on Disney. I know. I didn't watch that dumb. I'm not going to call it a dumb cartoon. I have watched it. That cartoon is actually funnier than the She-Hulk Attorney at Law. I'm the only one that think that. I'm the only one that didn't see Kit Butowski. Okay, never mind. I ain't gonna do that. Anyway, Megan Thee Stallion makes a great appearance in this episode. She does. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. I don't care what anybody say. Queen, I'm rooting for you and everything like that. You making big moves. Like I said, I'm just looking for your music to grow. But I'm not hating at all. I can't hate when Throw That D was one of my favorite songs when I was in high school. Shout out to Luke Skywalker. So, this episode, though, is more about Dick. Shout out to Pug. The actor that plays Pug is... I hope he's Frogman. Like, y'all change stuff all the way across the board. I hope he's Frogman, because I really don't. But anyway, he represents Dennis, right? Dennis, a light elf, posed as Megan Thee Stallion, and Dennis thought he had a chance. I started to think that some dudes... guys like Dennis wouldn't think that they stood a chance with Megan Thee Stallion. But dudes like Dennis are narcissists. So yeah, they would think that they stood a chance with Megan Thee Stallion. Great way how Jen played it on him and everything like that. Basically making him look like a fool in front of the judge and the jurors to prove his innocence. I thought that was nice and everything like that. The post-credit scene shows the 1999 version of the Wrecking Crew. Basically civilians who used as Guardian construction equipment. To take on. Let me go ahead and say this. I know those of y'all that might not really know who the Wrecking Crew is. This was a piss poor example of the Wrecking Crew. You should see some pictures right here that I got in here. I'll probably do a video later on. If y'all want me to do a video talking about who the Wrecking Crew is later on, I will. But let's just say this was a piss poor representation, and the dude with the ball and chain, that's actually the smartest one in the group, and he's a brother. I don't know what that was. Actually, he was in Ta-Nehisi Coates' run of Black Panther. He fought alongside T'Challa when they, the Intergalactic Empire of, LSU beat Mississippi State. That's crazy, because I think Mississippi State, well, turns out neither one of them right. I'm watching college football too. Don't do that. I'm multitasking. But anyway, the post-credit scene was a piss poor introduction for the Wrecking Crew. Like, pick up a comic book. Like I said, if y'all want me to do a video telling y'all about who the Wrecking Crew was, I would definitely be more than happy to do that. I'm going to do this Lion Man video tomorrow. I got that coming because I still got a special request for that. Jen in her human form, she gets attacked, forgets who she is, then she changes into the She-Hulk and she just tosses the Wrecking Crew. And the reason why that's so disappointing is because the Wrecking Crew actually puts hands on Thor. Y'all need me to say that one more time? Yes. In the comics, the Wrecking Crew are actually formidable foes for Thor. Not making that up. So, her just throwing around, that was crazy. That said, can we all admit that Benedict Wong steals every scene he's in? And I mean every scene he's in. His dry sense of humor is priceless. Matter of fact, his dry sense of humor is the funniest thing on the show. Also, in this particular episode, because I don't want to forget, Gideon Wilson, the news reporter, him, yes, that's Sam Wilson's older brother. They ain't even talk about him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, did they? Didn't mention him at all. That's Sam Wilson's older brother. That's Sam Wilson's older brother who's actually been a Hulk to a degree before being depowered. The longer his hair grew, the weaker he got. Unlike Doc Samson, who's the longer his hair grew, the stronger he got. I guess this was before Marvel editorial realized brothers was rocking locks. Anyway, episode 4 opens up with a magician named Donnie Blaze, no relation to Johnny Blaze, sending a random audience member to another dimension where she makes a deal with a demon. Demon. Must be a female demon. Demon. Trend demon. Female demon. Demon. See what we can do with that one. During her trip, she's also magically transported to Comatage, where Wong is at. They kind of had like a little love connection thing going on. But anyway, this leads to Wong contacting Jennifer to file a cease and desist order on Donnie to prevent him and others from practicing magic, real magic. Of course, during the proceedings, things go left as minor demons appear after another portal is open, with Donnie Blaze trying to prove his innocence. His dumb behind opens up a portal. Anyway, after the demons are beaten, Jen retires home and creates a dating profile. Now, early in the episode, she created a profile using her Jen persona, using her work photo. Later on, she decides to create a dating profile using her She-Hulk persona. Shout out to Dave, Jennifer Hudson's former husband, is in this and everything. He's still lifting weights and everything like that. So he's still on Soul Patrol. But, so she meets the guy. Guy seems like the doctor and everything like that. Seems perfect. They get to the house, hit it off. She's still in her She-Hulk persona. I don't know how he walking around the next day. Like, that must have been some gentle love making. And y'all get the kids out of the room for a second. Y'all, this part of the video, y'all get the kids out of the room. We'll talk about this thing real quick. Come here. Listen. I'm not trying not to use words, but he ain't supposed to be walking. Matter of fact, he might need medical attention. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He's supposed to be hurt. Like, anyway, I'm not going to dwell on that. But he gets up the next morning, and she's in her Jen persona, and he's disappointed. Now, this is supposed to make him a, what do we call this? Some type of man is supposed to make him, but if we can look at me as a heterosexual man, be made to look at Chris Hemsworth damn near naked ass, Marvel, y'all got to pick and choose when objectifying is okay. Or is it only okay Captain America has America's ass? Is it only okay if we objectify men? I don't know. Y'all help a brother out. But anyway, I'm going to keep it going because I didn't know what the purpose of that was. I guess she didn't want the dudes that were attracted to Jen. Let's go ahead and keep it a buck. She didn't want them. She didn't. She put a person. Now, mind you, she could have got gussied up and everything as Jen and sent a photo on the dating profile. No, she did She-Hulk. Guys are attracted to what the guys are attracted to, just like women are attracted to. So, but like this ain't the purpose for this video. I'm gonna come back and address that in another video. Lust to lust or not to lust is the title of that video. We're gonna come back and do that. As I said, this show is more silly than funny. We find out post-credit scene, Titania has filed a trademark lawsuit against Jen to prevent her from using the name of She-Hulk. Damn this thing. Damn this thing. Damn this thing. Anyway, episode 5. Like I said, this ain't gonna take too long at all. Episode 5 was basically a setup by episode 4 as Mallory Book, the sister, the attorney. It ain't too many of us on this show. Anyway, set up by, just in case y'all were like, what sister? The only sister on the show. Stop that. Reps Jen in her case against Titanium. There's not much action in the show. Jen eventually wins the case. There's actually no violence in this show. In an ironic sort of way. Remember, Jen had created a dating profile under She-Hulk, where Titania's point, her attorney argued, was that Jen threw the name away She-Hulk and never publicly used it. However, Jen did use it before Titania filed the trademark. So all the men that were attracted to the She-Hulk persona showed up to say, yeah, we dated her, including the dude that slept with her and walked out under his own power. I still don't know how he did that. He said, hey, you're a nice person. You're just not, as Jen, you're just not my type. And Mallory goes out and tells Jen that she deserved better than the guy who was basically, I forget the word when they try and make it seem like men, we don't have levels to ourselves because we like a woman for her looks. That's not all it was. He and Jen actually had a great conversation while she was the She-Hulk. Nobody's going to talk about that. I am though. Because if we just tell the story, focus on making it funny, and less about dragging men, we probably would have some funny moments in this story, as opposed to, honestly, what Jen is going through, it's not funny, it's sad. She's trying to figure out who she is. Is she Jen? Is she the She-Hulk? Is she both? Getting some bad advice from a whole bunch of people who don't have anything in common with her. This would be a great time for her to talk to the superhero community. Let's see. Jen gets a new suit, because good God Almighty, she needed it. And was that Daredevil's yellow helmet in the box? We don't get a post-credit scene. The most we get is Daredevil's helmet being right there. So I'm assuming we know Matthew Murdock is going to show up. You know, Charlie, because I'm forgetting his last name, but he's going to show up. So in essence, what do I think about She-Hulk so far? Ally McBeal, Night Court, were better comedy shows that were courtroom shows. Ally McBeal was about a woman, and it didn't go out of its way to make men look stupid. It wasn't necessarily the plot trope every week. This is what's missing, because we're trying to tell an agenda. I'm going to come back and talk to y'all later on, to lust or not to lust. Y'all stay tuned for that video. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace. Oh, click like, share, subscribe. I know I'm late with these videos, but I'm trying to do everything I can to get caught up.